Hello everybody and welcome back to Minecraft in our survival single-player world, and today we're getting a slightly different view on the village from out here because we're going to make use of this portal. Now, step one here, I should probably put my helmet back on, is I want to put in a dock. And I know that has nothing to do with a nether portal, but hear me out. I like this view of the village, and this portal is already here, so it's kind of a perfect spot. If we put a little dock here and tether up some boats, it gives the impression that when you come from the nether hub onto this island, we'll run a little path. You basically are going to pick up a boat and boat over, and you're going to get the best view of the village in that boat trip over, because I still stand by... Hold on, let's hop into free cam real quick here. I still stand by the fact that coming from the water from this way, you get one of the best views of the village. And you're going to get to about... That's a little weird. But you're going to get to about here, and then you're going to curve off and come over here to the docks in this area. You're seeing the edges of FreeCam versus Voxy here. But I think that that view is going to be worth it. So, to get us started here, let's just knock in a dock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ought to do it. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and on that one, the 5th. Oh, cool. There we go. We're going to... run a pillar up. Come out to here. Do that again. And probably one more. 3, 4, 5. So that one. It's 5 between, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, that was 4 between. I did that on the 5th one, so we'll do that there. I would hate to betray my own aesthetic aspirations here. I'm gonna come this way until we're in line with that. Pop this down one, just so this looks as supported as possible. Perfect. Then we've got some spruce we're going to use for the dock itself. I have a very full inventory, so we're going to make use of this chest real quick here. To be honest, I don't even remember where I got this chest. Perfect. And a crafting table. I don't think we're going to need our stone cutter for this. And slab it up. Come on, kelp, get out of my way. Beauty. I'm probably gonna need more slabs than I made here. But that's okay. We've got materials. That's fine. And we go up. Block out from there. Alright. Make a couple more real quick. There's going to be more than we need, but that's, again, fine. We will find use for it. Okay. Perfect. Then we're gonna need some fences, which I probably should have brought with me, but that's okay. And that'll do. That, 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 and that. I don't have any... I've got one stone. Need one more. Or I could use stone brick. Let's do that. Let's use stone brick. And I'm gonna need a couple more fences, but I am out. Okay. I do need my stone cutter. We're going through a little bit of the build process here, guys. But might be worth it. Might not too. We'll find out together. These two at the end. We are going to put lanterns. And I'm gonna need one more fence post. Which means a quick trip back to dry land. Oop. Use the last of my rockets. What is wrong with me? Grab a little more spruce wood. Oh, you know what? I can just grab some fences out of there instead of doing that. I just need the one anyway, so that's perfect. Actually, I should probably grab a little bit of extra while I'm here and thinking about it. So that I can put some lanterns along the path to the dock. We're probably not going to use it often, but I think it'll be nice to have it there. It'll just look a little cleaner, a little more complete. Let's see. That'll probably do. Where did I put my... Did I leave a stack of lanterns somewhere? Thought I had like 40 on me. Huh. Okay, we'll figure that out in a minute. I also need some smooth stone. Go. Take about a quarter stack of that. And away we go. Oh. I do need more spruce, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. There we go. Crash landing, it's fine. And again, we're going to take a quarter stack. Should do it. on earth? Okay, well, not gonna argue with it, I guess. I've got some lanterns on me. I just don't know where the ones that I was carrying went. Perfect. And then over here, we're not gonna do our full proper road. We're just gonna knock in a sort of deep path situation over here. Actually, there's a mod for that too that I would love to play around with a little bit. Not in this world, I don't think, but that'll do. Maybe widen it a little bit more over here. Perfect. And then we can drop in some of our lamps along the side. We're gonna need some more stone brick walls. That'll give me 4 sets. That'll probably do me. Okay. And we'll start from maybe here and here. Then maybe about here and here. Again, this one doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to match the aesthetic of everything else. This isn't even the important part of the episode either. Whoops. Like that wall. And that, and that. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Might swap these with lanterns as well, actually. Since I've got the walls for it anyways. Beauty. Alright. Now we've got spots to tether boats off. Pretty happy with that. Should also have a couple of leads on me. Perfect. We're going to take one of those and we're just going to tie off a first boat. Do I already have... No, I don't. Okay. That's fine. Okay. We'll drop in a boat here. And we'll lead it off like that. There we go. Feels good. Alright. Next step in the process. I know we've already spent 15 minutes making a path. I promise this goes quicker from here, though, guys. Don't really care about the corner. That can stay crying obsidian. But we do want to finish off this portal real quick. I thought I had Yeah, I did bring obsidian with me. I was gonna say, I thought I had brought plenty. I had brought plenty. I just also had picked up a few. And we'll cap the corner with another crying one. Works for me. And this is going to be our Nether hub portal, so we are going to take it to the Nether roof, which is why I have ladders, and we are going to bust a hole down at some point, which is why I also brought stuff to break bedrock. Before any of that, though, let's just drop some extra stuff here real quick. We'll gather it when we're done on the other side. Do need that. Don't need the dirt or the seeds. Always need lights on me. Alright, let's go over there. Okay. And we will take a little bit of wood just in case. And we'll grab our crafting stations here, which can go back in the bundle. Okay. Alright, perfect. Next thing's next. We are going to want a ender chest over here. We'll go ahead and put that like that. These two slabs we're going to put there and there to act as steps up, and these ones will move... Oh, that's a stair. Alright, let's fix this up real quick. There's another stair that'll work. Okay, so we want this to be raised a half slab like that. I'm just going to put that there because it doesn't really matter. And two stairs leads us up like that. Perfect. And my toolbox should have, yep, one steel, which I will need again, so we're just going to put that away. And into the Nether we go. Where we'll appear, nobody knows. Perfect. You know what? Forgot all my netherrack. Because there be sharks in the water or something. Okay. We don't need to break this entire portal down, but it would be nice to reclaim the portal materials. Perfect. Okay. Now we're just going straight to the roof. Why did I replace my hoe with that? Alright. Worst case scenario, I get shot off the pillar. I've got my elytra on. I'm wearing netherite armor. I'm really not in much danger. Of course, now the worst becomes I could dig straight up into lava, but we're going to mitigate that risk as well once we get up to here. hear a skeleton. That's interesting. Alright, equip a lantern so I can see what I'm doing. You over here, buddy? There you are. Perfect. Alright, up we continue. Okay, so we want to be looking at block number 20, or at 127. Where is... so I'm on 23, that would be 24, which makes that 26. So I need to find one that goes slightly higher. Again, I'm on 123, that'd be 124, that'd be 126. There's got to be a good spot in here somewhere, right? Aha! That spot should be 127. I'm on 22. If I jump, it would be 23, 24, 25, 26. Yep, okay. Perfect. Wasn't even all that hard. Okay. Then we're going to grab our ladders and our ender pearls we always keep on hand. See, eventually they were going to be useful. And just like that, we are on the nether roof, and we can rebuild our portal. And assuming all works as it's intended to, we're going to mark the spot we were standing on. If we like that, appear back on the island. And if we pop back through, we are back in the nether. Beauty. Alright. Now comes the fun part. I don't think that I'm ready to start breaking bedrock yet, but we can start planning what we want out of a nether hub, which is something we've been desperately needing. We can also probably go grab coordinates for the locations of our other portals throughout the world, and for our far-off locations, we can just do some quick math. If I broke this spot right here, hypothetically, that would get us access back to that ladder, but I don't necessarily want that yet. We're going to switch this out for a trapdoor for now, just to mark where we came up from. Should be the right spot, I think. Yep, okay, perfect. So that's where we came up. And then we are going to... I thought I might need more materials to get up here, I'm going to be honest. But we're going to slab off the top of our portal real quick here. Fabulous. And then we'll slab a step up on each side as well. Now, have a couple ideas for a nether hub. I'm going to pitch these guys to you. Let me know, or I'm going to pitch these ideas to you guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. My initial thought was to have like a grand cathedral here in the Nether, but that feels a little over the top. It would look good having a big cathedral built on the Nether roof, but I don't know. I also think just building like a metro station, a subway station, and just having rails going out to locations, having, you know, a redstone system with different turnstiles and things to direct where you're going could be really good too. I'm not 100% sold yet on either, but I think I'm between those two ideas. If we did a metro station, we could probably do, you know, like those transit maps that they'll have where it's like, oh, you're here, here are the different stops. But instead of having, you know, here are the stops on the rail station, you would have a display of, you know, here's the map of the location that you'll access through this portal, versus if you go down this track, here's a map of where you'll end up. That kind of thing. Could be a lot of fun. Actually, the more I think about it, the more I lean towards the metro station, but I'm going to leave that guy up to you guys in the comments for now. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to mull it over for a little while. In the meantime, I'm going to step away for just a minute. I'm going to grab some coordinates for some of our further off locations, and hopefully we can start linking up some portals. Ideally, I'd like to get our end portal linked up at the very least, so that we can stop having to go through our mining tunnels to get to it. So, I am going to go grab the coordinates for our end portal, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I've grabbed the coordinates for our end portal. It's -187, -160 here in the Nether. So, let's see. That way. That way. Alright. End portal. -187. -160. Perfect. -187, -160. I already deleted the old one, so I just $160. 187, 160. So right here, we're going to rebuild a new portal, which is why we kept our flint and steel on us. And hypothetically, assuming all goes well, this should just link up no problem. And again, we'll slap a layer of those there, a couple of those on each side as a step up. And we can actually see the home portal that way, so we're just going to point that like that and put home. For now, this will work on a temporary basis. We can see the portal, so that is fine. Let's make sure everything linked up fine. Alright. Puts us into the end. And that puts us back where we belong on the Nether roof. Perfect. I hear you down there. No one cares. So, the next step is going to be starting to get our layout in place, and then obviously I've got much farther locations I still need to put portals to, being all the way out in our two, what did we call them? Getting lost videos. Those locations are way out in the distance. If that's towards the mesa biome, then the first one is way that way. And the second one, I think, is way that way. Or that way. Though, actually, I have those coordinates for the overworld. We can just do some quick math here. And see how good I am at basic math. There we go. Okay. Had to find my note cards. Let's do some quick math. You want to divide each of these numbers by 8. I know, really interesting stuff happening on screen right now, everybody, but we'll get there. So, if we take 8771 divided by 8, we get 1096, roughly. And our second coordinate is negative 46220. And we're going to divide that by 8, which gives us 5777. So negative 5777. Alright, and that is going to be our barge. Let's go find that spot. 1096, 5777, so... yeah, roughly that direction. Alright, let's go. Alright, right there is 1096, negative 5777. So, hypothetically... I can kind of see where I flew around a little bit weird over that way. Can't see a whole lot through the nether fog here, but see where this puts us. You know, I think I got it right, but I don't think I'm happy about it. Let's just move this over and patch the roof real quick. Figure if I put it on the island over there, it should still be hopefully close enough to link up. Should have known better. Oh, I'm hitting you with a carrot. What am I doing? There we go. Anyone else? No? Okay. Let's make sure that works. Beauty. Fabulous. Then we'll patch the roof of the barge real quick. Alright. Fantastic. Thanks. Alright, well, with that, guys... Man, it would help if I could hit the right buttons. I think that's going to be about the end of this episode. So, we are going to start getting things linked together in the coming days. We're going to start getting our world shrunk down just a little bit so we can get to everything that we have access to a little bit easier. In the meantime, like I said, leave a comment on what design you think we should do for the Nether hub. If you've got ideas other than the ones that I've mentioned, throw them out there. I would love to hear them. And yeah, thanks so much for coming along on the adventure, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!